First off, our Airshow team. They have done a fantastic job of pulling all these performers in. They've been working on this for about a year now. So if you see them out and about today, please shake their hands and tell them thank you. Also, our vendors, our air boss, Dave Schultz, and his team.
A cross-arm signal is given. Watch momentarily for the jumpers to exit the aircraft. The jumpers are out, and the smoke is on! There you have Nick and gold of your United States Army parachute team, the Golden Knights. The parachutes used by the Golden Knights are flexible wing gliders, constructed of a lightweight, whip-stop nylon. These parachutes have an inherent forward airspeed of 22 miles per hour. To turn left, the jumper pulls down on the left steering line. To turn right, the jumper simply pulls down on the right steering line. As these jumpers near the ground, they will pull down on both steering lines simultaneously for the safest and softest possible landing. The smoke trails each jumper leaves in the sky is created by two M18 red smoke grenades, which emits a continuous stream of smoke for up to 90 seconds. The jumper attaches these to one foot with a specially designed bracket, then ties the activation pins to a lanyard. By pulling on this lanyard, the jumper can ignite the smoke immediately upon exiting the aircraft, while in free fall or under canopy. At 1,000 feet, the jumper does what is called a wind penetration check, checking his distance and speed across the ground. He then flies a downwind leg, a base leg 90 degrees to the target, and then faces into the wind for a final approach. It takes a great deal of concentration in order to land dead center on the target. The jumper keeps a close... Tumbling the aircraft nose over tail. Look at the maneuverability of this airplane. Rob Holland in there for a real e-ticket ride, that's for sure. Pushing it into the seat of the MXSRH. Look at the roll rate, 500 degrees per second. That's just a little more than a roll and a quarter per second. Highly maneuverability. Rolling the airplane around again, oh my. I imagine the view from the airplane to make it look so easy. Onto the vertical again, quarter roll, rolling it the other way. Airspeed starting to bleed off, wait for it. Boom, right over the top. He's got the airplane completely flat right now. Got the nose up, hanging on the propeller. Virtually zero airspeed, and he's hanging her on the prop. Nothing but horsepower and thrust, keeping that airplane in the sky. Comes out of it and he goes all the way down to the runway there. He does have a zero level waiver, which means that if he were to come out of the maneuver and touch his wheels on the runway, that would be perfectly legal. He is that skilled. On the vertical again, whoa! Kicks it over into that little micro loop. There he goes into a flat upright spin. All right, Rob, don't wait too long. There he goes, he's out of it. Fortunately, the maneuverability in this airplane allows you to easily get into that kind of maneuver and also allows you to get out of it as well. Oh, touches the runway, there's a roll, here he comes. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Rob Holland's teaser. Oh boy. Did that get your attention or what? But I'll tell you, wait till you see the full show. We call this the pop dance. Now, one of the important things that Hayden is doing right now is these up and down runs, he's warming up his brakes. The hotter the brakes get, the better they work. So he's got to preheat his brakes. Now, he's got a 150-gallon fuel cell on board this truck, and he's going to use approximately 120, maybe a little more, for each performance. You've heard of impressive 0 to 60 numbers? How about 0 to 300 miles per hour in approximately 11 seconds? Oh my. When this truck engages the afterburners and Hayden sidesteps the brakes, it is a 4G launch. Stopping it is even more dramatic. He pops a pair of 16-foot ring slot parachutes, and during that time he can pull as much as 10 G's trying to stop this truck. See, getting it rolling it is easy, getting it stopped is the fun part. You're lining up, you hear the engines come up. Get ready, everybody. Power's coming up. Whoa, that was fast.
Wow, folks.
300 mile an hour, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we call ripping.
That's one time for me.
The rapping sound that you hear is from the... Here they come, ladies and gentlemen, the Jersey Jerks on a strafing run. You can clearly hear was one of the many steps required to get you into a P-51. Ladies and gentlemen, from the left, the Jersey Jerks. By, you hear the rap. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to wave to Kevin Rousseau as he taxis by here, please.
Thought it was gonna come down here. And it's not. You picked the right spot then, James. Damn spot.
I think Patrick's going to have to pay up the debt. I mean, we're talking real money here, ladies and gentlemen. They bet a quarter. One for weekdays, one for weekends. Patrick McAlee setting up for his landing. You'll notice that he's got the plane canted sideways. It's very simple. He has no flaps to help slow the airplane down. So you got to do a little bit of sideways flying. It's called slipping. And what that does is you want to lose it. Control Major Alstein at the other. Here it comes, the KC-135. In the land of the free. Now this nation that I love is falling under attack. He might have suffered ones came flying in from somewhere in the back. As soon as you can see, you are big black eye. And we live in your world like the 4th of July. Scott Yoakum, William Allen. He blew a couple of dozen fuses that day as the KC-135 comes by in landing configuration. Low and slow. Gear down, flaps down. Well, guess what? Bill Allen was upset. It gets better. Because what does Tex Johnston do? He turns the airplane around and does it again. Rolled the airplane twice. A commercial airliner. That airplane right there put her on her back not once but twice at the Seattle Air and Water Show. Bill Allen fired him. Can you say, oh yeah? Oh yeah. Make sure you wave when he goes by. I know he will wave back.
Be ready for paint shooter's pop.
Yep.
Following Panchito. Remember me telling you about that P-40? There she is, the P-40 Warhawk. That airplane was made famous by Claire leading the way, coming in from the left. This is Panchito. One thing to bear in mind here today, Larry Kelly told me, he said that P-40 wasn't the best fighter out there, but what she could do was to take a beating. This was a pretty strong airplane, not really a match for the Zero, but she could give as good as she could take. This is Culbertson. And the big 17, Vietnam era Russian airplane. Bill Culbertson was born the son of an Air Force fighter pilot, and he's been in love with military aviation as long as he can remember. After a brief stint in the United States Air Force, he graduated from the University of... Here he comes. That's Bill Culbertson. He made 8 times the force of gravity, attain a maximum speed of 715 miles per hour. That's Mach 1.04. and can climb to 30,000 feet in track, and he's coming through here pretty fast. Afterburner lit, he's going to do that maximum G minimum radius turn right now. He's pulling about 8 G's on that airframe, not to mention himself, demonstrating the tight turning capability of the MiG-17. Oh yeah, he's the McDonnell Douglas Boeing F-15. This is a twin-engine, all-weather fighter airplane. First flight back in 1972. That's a while ago. Went into service back in 1976. 155 pounds of fuel. I have no idea how many gallons that is, but it's a lot. And from the right, ladies and gentlemen, the McDonnell Douglas Boeing F-15. This aircraft is powered by a Mach 3 is about 2,000 miles an hour. So you figure that this coming over at Mach 2.5 is probably doing about 1,800 miles an hour. And that's what you call ripping. The airframe is capable of staying together at plus 9 G's, 9 times the force of gravity. Let me give you an idea how. I had a Corvette convertible. I was firmly convinced I was going to lose my license in the car. Never did. Never got pulled over once. I was stunned. I'm now driving a different car. I had to sell it, unfortunately. But I miss the horsepower. Those of you motorheads who got yourself a performance car, you know what I'm talking about. Steak sauce. Profit's going to go out there onto the runway. It is anything but gentle. But Hayden Profit loves to demonstrate it for you here today. Here we go, a little bit of a pop dance going on out there. All right, get ready, everybody. You got that stuff. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, is what Firewalkers International calls the F-bomb.
3,347 free fall parachute jumps. Sergeant First Class Morgan Jordan. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to introduce the gold demonstration team for the 2024 Airshow season. All members of your United States Army Parachute Team, the Golden Knights.
Oh my God!
The C5M Super Galaxy is an upgraded version with new engines and modernized avionics designed to extend its service life to 2040 and beyond. As the Air Force's largest and only strategic airlifter, the C5M Super Galaxy can carry more cargo farther distances than any other aircraft. With a payload of 6 mine-resistant, ambush-protected vehicles, MRAPs, for up to 5 helicopters, the C5 can haul twice as much cargo as any other airlifter. It includes fitting new General Electric F-138, which are winding up now. Engines, pylons, auxiliary power units, and upgrades to aircraft skin and frame landing gear, cockpit pressurization system. Sounds like a major overhaul. Look at this baby go!
That's a no-no. In this pop, you look locked. The big talks are playing no-show. See what happens when the ice age melts. You see monetary status is now what matters. What it helps. Around the time, these by Betty and Eddie. The same reason y'all can love me is the same reason y'all condemn me. A man's messy by the way he thinks.
Wow!
He had like 6 gallons of gas on board, that was it.
Our crew today is Aircraft Commander Lieutenant Colonel Aaron Cook, Medina, New York. Pilot Major David Kreider out of Douglasville, Georgia. Pilot Captain James Beidelman, Kunkletown, Pennsylvania. Standard Greyhound buses. May I remind you that these facts were written in the 70s, back when you could find air-cooled Beetles, Vegas, and Ramblers. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got to see this to believe it, and you're going to. Coming in from the right at what appears to be very, very slow speeds, here comes the C5M Super Galaxy. Oh, and you know, while it's buzzing along, the engine, each engine gulps 42 tons of air per minute. And you can put a bowling alley, 8 lanes in it too. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen, slow flight, the C5M Super Galaxy. And here come the Golden Knights down the flight line. Thanks, guys. Appreciate your service and your performance here today. And speaking of performance, can you believe that something that big can fly that slow? Ooh. By the way, to make sure that it keeps flying, there's 100 miles of wiring.
Fireworks I need for 4th of July, so just to come out. You see all those birds from flying by? I want Apple to come running out. Wish Apple was going different. I wish the guy was that flying like this. And they always the nature people. So that big cold thing that was running out of that it was the big piece or whatever it was.
Some more of those silly facts. 25,000, or I'm sorry, it can carry 25 million. All right, ladies and gentlemen, they're going to land. We're going to demonstrate to you the short stopping capabilities of the C5M. on, everybody. It's going to be quick.
I need you to keep moving. Please do not stop. Keep moving. Please do not stop.
A work of art and love. And then it was flown out to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. The airplane, shoo, baby. A certified combat veteran B-17G. Brought back overseas courtesy of the C-5. Notice the short turning radius here on the C-17. We're going to line her up and we're going to cut her loose. It's my pleasure this afternoon to describe to you today's flight demonstration by America's premier airlifter, the Boeing C-17 Globemaster 3. The aircraft that is nose up. The aircraft will reach over 1,500 feet before crossing the departure end of the runway. On the takeoff roll, the C-17 Globemaster 3. Pilots for today's demonstration are Major Nathaniel Batts, Captain Alex Darger, and Captain Sierra Kelly, along with Loadmaster Staff Sergeant Charles Palmer. This crew has a combined total of over 13,000 flying hours in various aircraft, including the C-17 Globemaster, C-130 Hercules, T-6 Texan, and the T-1 Jayhawk. The C-17 Notice how quiet the C-17 is while passing show center. This gives the Globemaster a tactical advantage while flying low over hostile territory. The C-17 provides a direct delivery capability that combines the intercontinental whose winglets are over 9 feet tall. C-17 is extremely agile at both high and low speeds, making it easy to operate in any tactical situation, including the combat delivery capability of paratrooper or heavy equipment airdrop. C-17 uses a quadruple redundant fly-by-wire system to run its flight controls. A fly-by-wire system means the aircraft's flight controls are electronically operated by inputs from the control sticks. There are 4 separate flight control computers, each of which can manage the entire system by itself. The computers continuously monitor the flight controls and each other. If there are any problems, they automatically work around the disabled system. In addition to these features, the C-17 still has a mechanical backup. The aircraft is now maneuvering to demonstrate a full flap approach to a simulated short field runway. This short field capability allows the C-17 Globemaster 3 to land at over 6,000 airfields worldwide, then currently available made its inaugural flight in September 1991. Since then, the C-17 set over 20 world records, including payload to altitude and time to climb records. Boeing delivered the first operational C-17 to Charlestown Air Force Base in June of 1993. From the left, the C-17. Now the crew will demonstrate the very short landing distance of the C-17 using only 1,500 feet. There goes the Lamborghini. Here comes the McLaren. And there goes the Shelby GT 500. You're looking at almost $1 million worth of automobiles here, ladies and gentlemen. They may not be cheap, but they sure are fun.
Take that Shelby
There's the Mustang.
Sign the Constitution.
And I think it goes from New Jersey or New Jersey.
I'm sorry. First state to ratify the Constitution.
Where are you guys from?
What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Are you having a good time out there?
You're in the top 10, so are we from Pennsylvania.
Come on, I can't hear you. That's better. Thank you so much. But I've never thought of Jeeps as a high-performance vehicle until now.
Yeah, the tripods. Yeah, the tripods are pretty nice.
Lightning 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
Lightning 1, copy clear takeoff. Silver Airport State. It's showtime!
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to stand up and get your cameras ready. Show Center. Cruiser performing the inverted to inverted pass. Crucial in combat. The combination of sophisticated flight control to demonstrate the Lightning II's impressive roll maneuverability. Coming in backing from your right, Captain Cruiser executing opposing rolls.
Badadam, man from me.
Captain Cruiser comes in from the left for one more tactical pitch.
and your support. If you enjoyed today's performance, make sure to like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at F35DemoTeam. And make sure to tag us in all of your social media posts using hashtag F35DemoTeam. Thank you so much, Dover.
I see this F-35 fly, I'm blown away by the capabilities of this aircraft. Unbelievable. And of course, having a couple of P-51s flying around here didn't hurt either. They're also very cool. Let's watch the landing. Oh, Mach painted it onto the runway.